Okay, folks, buckle up, because today we're diving into a story that's going to stay with you. We're talking about heroism, loyalty, the kind of stuff that makes you really think about what it means to be human.
And I think this story, it's about a boy named Bridger Walker. It really brings those ideas to life in a way that's, well, it's pretty hard to ignore.
It really is. We're talking about a 6-year-old boy who became a real-life superhero. But this isn't just about one incredible act of courage. It's a deep dive into what Bridger's story tells us about human nature, about the power of loyalty, and what we can all learn from it.
We throw around the word loyalty a lot, but Bridger's story, it makes you stop and actually ask yourself, what would I be willing to sacrifice for the people I love?
It's a powerful question, and it's one we're going to unpack today. So let's set the scene. We're talking about Bridger, his little sister, a friend's backyard, a seemingly ordinary day.
Right, and that's when it happens. Out of nowhere, a dog appears, and it's not a friendly tail wag. This dog is charging, teeth bared, heading straight for Bridger's little sister.
It's the stuff of nightmares, right?
Yeah.
And what does Bridger do? This 6-year-old boy, without a moment's hesitation, he jumps in front of his sister, putting himself directly in the path of danger.
It's almost unfathomable. The instinct, the love, the selflessness, it's extraordinary for anyone, let alone a child so young.
The aftermath, it's pretty hard to hear.
Mm.
Bridger needed 90 stitches. 90. The physical toll was immense, but when they asked him about it, his response, it just blows me away. He said, if someone had to die, I thought it should be me. I mean, how does a 6-year-old even begin to process that kind of sacrifice?
Right. It makes you wonder what's going on beneath the surface, what's wired into us as humans, that immediate, almost primal instinct to protect the people we love, even if it means putting ourselves in harm's way. And I think that's why Bridger's story resonated with so many people around the world. It's like we saw a pure, unfiltered reflection of our own capacity for love and selflessness in this young boy's actions.
It's truly incredible. And speaking of resonating, talk about a ripple effect. Bridger's aunt shared his story on Instagram, and it just exploded. Millions of people were touched by his bravery.
Millions. And it went way beyond social media. It tapped into something so much deeper in our culture. You had Chris Evans, Captain America himself, sending Bridger a personal message. Chris Hemsworth, our very own Thor, dubbed him an honorary Avenger. This wasn't just a news story, it became a phenomenon. It makes you wonder, don't you think, why it resonated on that level? Why are we so drawn to stories like Bridger's?
That's right. It makes you think, are we, as humans, hardwired to seek out these stories, these examples of courage and selflessness, especially in a world that often feels so divided, so full of negativity?
It's a fascinating question, and maybe there's some truth to that, but I think there's also something to be said for how Bridger's story, it challenged us all. It made us look inward and examine our own capacity for loyalty. Who are we willing to stand up for, and how do we, in our own lives, show that kind of loyalty even in the smallest ways?
You know, it's easy to listen to a story like Bridger's and think, yeah, I would totally do the same for my family and my friends. But Bridger's experience, it pushes us beyond that initial reaction. It forces us to confront that question on a deeper, more meaningful level.
Absolutely. Because it reminds us that heroism, true heroism, it's not about capes and superpowers. It's about the courage to put the well-being of others before our own. And that's something to carry with us.
It really is. And that's what makes Bridger's story so powerful, so important. It's a reminder that loyalty, that genuine selflessness, it's not just a concept, it's an action. Yeah. And it's a choice we can all make every single day.